Olori Naomi have sent words across to all the Oloris in the palace concerning her return back into the palace, because lately people feel Olori Naomi's return back into the palace, it is basically just to reclaim a title, build more wealth capacity, gain more favors from people, and then leave again. That is what they feel. And Olori Naomi, according to her, she has a lot of things she would want to achieve on her return back into the palace. It is not just about her coming back, but she hopes to achieve a lot of things on her return back into the palace, and one of it is for them to live in peace and unity. She hopes to return the palace back to its lost glory, because before now we knew a lot of things about the palace that were very strict. We knew a lot about the palace that were quite respectful. But since these women started their basbo, since they started their wahala, we have always known the palace to be a place that is not peaceful. We have known the palace to be one singular place where you cannot even enter freely. That was the same thing that made Ooni's stepmother to come out and say that she doesn't like the way these women are projecting the palace before people. If you are outside and you get to see the palace the way they are trying to project it, they are practically trying to tell you that the palace is one scary place that you are not meant to enter. In fact, you cannot enter. That is practically what they are trying to tell people, and she doesn't like that singular fact, the message they are trying to pass across to people. And now, according to Naomi, she wants to restore a lot of things, and people are telling her that she should not turn the El Shaddai all of a sudden, or she shall die. Yes, because the palace wahala is practically what's more than her, because if the Ooni sisters could take bribe, the elders of Ile-Ife could take bribe, and they these people could go as far as even seeing if they could bribe the Ooni's father, seeing if they could pass through the Ooni's brother, every single thing. Then the palace mother is far bigger than her. The only thing she can do is to pray to God. Whatsoever God does, that is it that will stand. So my people right now know that waiting they tell Olori Naomi be that, but Olori Naomi still, she has made her own intentions known to every single person. Everybody should know that this is Olori Naomi's intention why she has returned back into the palace before, because when Olori Naomi first left the palace, they said she could not stay in marriage, she only want to bear that name that I was once married. Then she would go around and tell everybody that yes, I got married, this was what happened, so that was why when she went to Singapore and she decided to speak about her marriage, most persons were not happy that what people said is finally coming back to reality. But Olori Naomi had already known that she was returning back into the palace, and she was coming back with her son Prince Tedenikawo back into the palace. So whatsoever she does in Singapore, no matter how she tells people about her marriage, it is not actually what people have pictured or what they have already said, because we have already said this, that no matter how right you think you are, you will still get dragged for it. The internet will definitely drag you for one reason or the other. So no matter what Olori Naomi has done, no matter how Olori Naomi has felt that she has done every single thing right, the internet will still definitely drag her for one reason or the other. My people understands right now, she has come out to tell people her reasons for returning back into the palace. When she came out the other time, she tell us why she left the palace, that she doesn't like chaos, she could not bear some things at some point. The fact that Ooni was not even saying any single thing about it at all was the part that was killing her. And that was when the DJ of Akure tried to talk to Ooni that what it is best Ooni talks rather than keeping quiet. At most times when you keep quiet, when it comes to women, they will tag you a weakling. Women will definitely tag you a weakling. They will say you are not capable. In fact, there is nothing you can do. That was why you kept quiet. But when you happen to speak up, and when it comes to women, when you happen to speak up, they will definitely know that you are capable of doing something, one or two things, so they will actually restrain themselves or caution themselves over whatsoever they are doing. But when it comes to the Ooni, no matter what you do, the Ooni would not talk. So that singular act gave their Mariam the morale, the audacity to do whatsoever they wanted to do in the palace. And based on them doing that very thing they did in the palace, it resulted to back then Olori Naomi leaving the palace with the support of 1,000,000 people who came together to fight her. They even dragged her for being a prophetess but getting married to the Kabiyesi. And she says that Kabiyesi himself have said he is a king for all. He's not a king for one, he's not a king for two, he is a king for all. So no matter what happens, no matter what transpires, no matter what goes down, everybody should know that he is a king who stands for his people. He is a king who embraces every single person. Once you're a human being, a pagan, a Christian, a Muslim, a traditionalist, you are someone he is a king for. So he does not care what you are, he does not care what you come from, he does not care what you believe in, he does not care what you worship, but all he knows that he's a king for all. So she, Olori Naomi, getting married to the Kabiyesi, as a prophetess that she is, it does not change anything. People were asking her, why are you a prophetess? You are getting married to a traditionalist. If it is someone like Ashley, it is quite understood because Ashley is a priestess. And all of these things put together. Today, this woman have told us that she's back into the palace for one reason. First, to build peace and unity, of which the Olori, Mariam and Ronke are seeing it as a fallacy, and it is something that should not take place. And secondly, for her son, Prince Tedenikawo needs to know the ways of his people. Tedenikawo needs to know his home. Tedenikawo needs to know his family. When Tedenikawo saw the Kabiyesi in Akure, the way Tedenikawo looked at Kabiyesi himself was highly disappointed. From that day, he was going to bring Olori Naomi back home no matter what happens. He said he was going to bring her back. He did not like the fact that his own son, Tedenikawo, could not recognize him. My people, so that's one among the reasons. And one among the other reasons, the people found her worthy to name her the Yeyeluwa of Ife, and it's only right she respects the people by coming back to honor the title they gave her. My people, this woman has very valid reasons as for returning back into the palace. She has crucial reasons, and upon these reasons, Olori Naomi has returned back into the palace. Whosoever wants to drag her should go ahead and drag her, but she has come out to give us all of these reasons put together and a lot more that she said. She said more and more of these reasons why she has returned back into the palace. But my people will still talk. Yes, she's still being dragged for giving Olori Tobi Phillips options to return back into the palace, when we all know fully well that Tobi Phillips, no matter how she pretends she behaves to be a calm person, she would not be able to work with these things, because for her to get thrown out of the palace the second time that she could not abide to rules and regulations, it is better Tobi Phillips stays completely out of the palace and does not even return at all. My people, now so the matter e can't take be, but right now no matter wetin happen inside the palace, shey no be D&C channel I go carry am fresh as e dey happen bring for una, because wetin don dey happen now, matter don dey take a different route altogether. Not even the aspect wey all of us been expect, e don take a new route altogether.